Hey guys, what's going on? I hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to episode 35 of CCO, Complete Client Overview. Today we are reviewing the Jex client, a PvP and utility client built for Minecraft 1.19.2. This episode is brought to you by my members. If you would like to get your skin and name in my next video, be sure to join now for as little as $0.6 a month. Anyways, let's get into the video. For anyone that hasn't heard about this client, it is a free and open source client with its own custom website. The client can also be found on GitHub. Jex is made for the newest versions of Minecraft. Right now this is 1.19.2, but if a newer version is released, Jex will most likely update to that version. Jex is a utility client built for Anarchy servers. Jex also offers its users a wide range of PvP modules, and the client was built with Fabric, so it is compatible with other useful mods like Baritone. Jex also has a plugin system that allows users to add their own custom client add-ons. As I just mentioned, Jex has its own custom website, but the client can also be found on GitHub. To start, let's take a look at the custom website. The website is very simple. It contains a download link, a Discord link, and a little bit of information on the client. Users can also register an account here and connect it to their Jex client. This will give you access to custom cosmetics that other Jex client users will be able to see. There are also links to a client changelog and to the client's source code on GitHub. Speaking of which, the GitHub has a few meme titles like 0% optimized, 60% of the time works every time, or not a bug, a feature. Underneath this there's some information on the client, and below that there are helpful instructions on opening the client in an IDE and instructions on building the client. Downloading Jex is super simple. You can download a jar file from their website or from the releases tab on GitHub, or if you have the time you can build the client for yourself. Once you have the client's jar file, you can place it in your mods folder. You'll also need to download the Fabric API, which is linked in the description. Place this jar file in the mods folder with the Jex client jar file. Now open your Minecraft launcher and run a new instance of Forge for the latest version of Minecraft. And just like that, you have downloaded and installed the Jex client. Like stated earlier, Jex offers its users both utility and PvP modules. To start, let's take a look at a few of the most used PvP related modules. Anchor Aura. This module automatically places respawn anchors, charges them with glowstone, and then blows them up if you're in the overworld. This module has a few settings, but it is not nearly as customizable as other clients I have reviewed. Auto Totem. This module stops you from dying by automatically placing totems in the player's offhand. The module works, but it isn't anything special. The module can also be used as an offhand of sorts, but it again lacks settings when compared to other clients. Crystal Aura. This module places and destroys end crystals. The module has a few settings and works okay, but it definitely isn't as good as Meteor or other clients. Kill Aura. This module attacks nearby players with a weapon. The module works well and actually has quite a few settings. Surround. This module surrounds your feet in obsidian to protect you from end crystal explosions. The module works but again lacks settings. Auto Cope. This module lets you set custom messages that will be sent out when you are killed. Auto Gapple. This module automatically eats god apples when you are low health. TPS Sync. This module syncs the client with the server's TPS. This makes modules like Kill Aura, for example, perform better when the server is lagging. Overall, Jex has a lot of PvP modules, but unfortunately the majority of them seem to lack settings. Before we get into the utility hacks offered by the Jex client, I'd like to take a quick break and remind you all to like or dislike the video so that I know if you're enjoying my content. I would also like to take a second to promote my Discord server. It is linked down below, and if you have a Discord account you should come and say hi. Anyways, that is more than enough self-promotion. Let's take a look at a few of the utility modules offered by the Jex client. Elytra Swap. This module swaps from a chestplate to an elytra or vice versa when toggled. Depth Strider. This module lets you walk through water like you have Depth Strider boots on, even if you don't. Anti-Hazard. This module stops your character from walking into cactuses or fire. anti-ghost blocks. This module attempts to stop ghost blocks from being created. I found it worked pretty well on some servers and pretty poorly on others. Farm Aura. This module will automatically farm any fully grown crops near the player. This module can be combined with Auto Farm, which will automatically replant crops. Spawn Highlighter. This module highlights blocks where mobs can spawn. This is helpful for mob proofing big builds. Tunnel Finder. This module highlights tunnels through walls. This can be used to find hidden tunnels going off of the nether highways. The default key set for opening the GUI is right shift, though this can be changed in the client settings. Jex has a very unique GUI, unlike any other GUI that I have ever seen or used. Once the GUI is open, you are given the option to search for a module or select a module category, which will then list all of the modules under that category. I actually don't hate this GUI style, but it is a bit annoying as you have to press escape 3 or 4 times depending on how deep you are into the GUI. But this isn't too bad because users can quickly search for the modules they are looking for. The GUI is very customizable, and under the GUI settings you can actually set the GUI to display all of the modules, kind of like the worst client's GUI. Jex also has a custom click and drag HUD editor that can be accessed by opening the Minecraft chat system. Unfortunately, you cannot enable or disable modules in the HUD editor, but only move them around, which I find a little bit annoying. Other than this, I find the GUI very usable and quite customizable. It definitely isn't my favorite GUI, but it works.
Come on, say it, asshole.
If anyone is having issues with Jex, they can create an issue through GitHub, or they can join the client's custom Discord server. There is a support channel here where users can discuss issues with the client and possibly even get help with these issues. Unfortunately, the Discord server did not seem to be very active, but this is probably still the best place to get support for the Jex client. In conclusion, Jex is an interesting Minecraft 1.19.2 client. The client has a good mix of both PvP and utility hacks for its users. Unfortunately, a lot of the client's modules seem to lack customization options. The Jex client has an add-on system and a customizable and interesting looking GUI. The client also has a click and drag HUD editor, but it is a little frustrating because the modules cannot be toggled, only moved around. It is also worth noting that Jex is not compatible with Sodium. While Sodium isn't essential, I know a lot of you like to use it, and not being able to use Sodium with Jex might put some users off of using this client. But if you aren't put off by this and you think the client looks cool, I would recommend giving the client a try. I have linked Jex, its Discord server and the Fabric API in the video's description for all of you. Thank you so much for watching to the end of my video. I really appreciate your time. Don't forget to subscribe for the giveaway at 15,000 subscribers. Seeing as you are still here, I assume you enjoyed the video, so please consider leaving a like and maybe even consider subscribing. I've also recently revamped the KiLAB gaming memberships area on my channel, so be sure to check out the benefits with the join button. Quick shout out to my members for all of their support. They help me make higher quality content more often. Anyways, it has been your boy KiLAB. Peace in the Middle East.